Okay everybody, here's another knife today, and this knife is another one of those knives that is like up there on the level of just kind of knife perfection. This really is one of the kings, I think. I kind of think of this knife that way. If there's knife kings out there, this would be one of them. He kind of like is just a standard, and I guess it's a he. A standard among knives for other knives to look up to. It's like, this is one of those knives that's kind of just perfect in every basic way that you want a knife to be perfect, and the quality is just, it doesn't get much better with quality. This is a winner, my friends. This is the Protech Brend, and this is a cool Protech Brend. This has a fun story. My little boy is a lucky boy. He won this. He won this knife, and as you can see, oh come on, focus. Like I said, I don't have it on autofocus because I had it on autofocus earlier, and it wasn't quite working out for me. So, Blade HQ grand opening, August 25th, 2018. So we were at the Blade HQ grand opening, and it was a fun event, and there was all this cool stuff going on. And yeah, I do have a few notes, sorry. My son won this, okay, and Dave, the owner of Protech, people who are knife fans will know who he is, gave my son the ticket that won him this knife himself. So he gave my little boy the ticket to put into the drawing to win, and his name was drawn and he won this. And it is just his prized possession. In fact, the funny thing is he has been waiting for me to get this review over with so that I won't be carrying it anymore, because he just doesn't want anything bad to happen to it. I just, I carry him around to try to be like, okay, so what do I want to talk about? And kind of get a feel for it for a while before I review. But yeah, this is a king knife. Like I said, I don't know how else to put it, but like, he's just a golden standard for knives, I think. And first of all, I'm calling him he now. This is a very sleek knife. This knife is so sleek. And I'm sorry if this video is a little bit slower paced, but I'm just struggling with the camera. This knife is so sleek. I mean, you can see that. It's absolutely beautiful. And it has a sleek appearance. And it's honestly, the shape and everything just kind of embodies to me what most people would want out of a knife, and for function and usability. Just that kind of perfect for use shape in general. This is a full-size version, and I like this size. It is actually kind of big, of a bigger knife, right? But it feels perfect. And the thing about this being a bigger knife, though, is it's so sleek in the hand, though. It's not clunky in the hand. It's sleek and light, and it feels like you can just maneuver it just super graceful, for lack of a better word. Maybe there's a better word for me to use, especially with a bunch of viewers that are men. I talk like a ballerina. But I mean, it's a good description. And the fit in the hand. The fit in the hand. You can just hold that perfect. And quality. Protech is a high quality brand of knife. There is not blade play. I'm really hating this focus problem. There is zero blade play And yeah, this is just, and this, okay, so it doesn't have a backup locking system, you know, but no secondary safety. But it does, you do have to push this button in a very, with some good pressure for it to open. And it's kind of a crime I haven't done that yet, huh, with the, showing you the open. It took me a minute, didn't it? But that, man, that opens with some power, you guys. So, it does not have a secondary lock, but I don't find, with this knife, that doesn't make me nervous. Because you do have to put, and it's not like it's super hard to push it in, but it's hard enough that I wouldn't see it accidentally releasing, because it's just perfect enough. You're not going to accidentally push that, in my opinion, in and have it accidentally deploy. So the action on it's amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this opens strong. And like, it opens strong. There's a few knives that we have, or particular one knife, I can't even remember which knife it is, but that when I open it, I don't even like to open it. It's no problem for my husband or even my son. I don't know what's wrong with me. But when I open it, it just yanks so hard that it's flown out of my hand. I don't even like to open it. This one is super strong opening, but it's not too much. But you can hear the strength of that opening on that knife. Oh, it's so satisfying, you guys. This is an efficient knife. That's what's so, this is an efficient use knife. Like I said, even despite it being a bigger knife, this would be very efficient to use. It's very efficient to hold. The funny thing about this knife is, this is going to be the most immature thing I say on here, but when I was playing with this knife and just kind of playing around with it, think about reviewing it, it's like when I hold it, it's just like I feel like I'm just ready to go out there and fight bad guys. Like, just like feels like this cool, really bad A weapon in my hand. It's cool. It feels like you could just swing it around, you know. Now don't make anybody bleed with it, but you know what I mean. It just feels right. And it's light and just, whew, it is a good one. So, classic look. Yeah, I just can't say enough about a Protech Brend, and this is the Protech Brend, and I am massively impressed. I mean, this one, out of a lot of knives that we have, is one of the highly treasured ones. And it's not just because it was from a special event. It has special meaning, but that's just the icing on the cake. Other than that, but that aside, this knife is treasured and awesome. So, yes, supremely recommended. Very, 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 very recommended. So, and this pocket clip's not just like I've said like in my last one, I said with the Spyderco. I think it was Spyderco that I was saying this about the pocket clip, and this is the same. It's really wonderful because it goes on and it stays on well, and it slides when you're going to slide it off. It comes off pretty easily right here, which is good, so it's not a pain in the butt, but right here is where it really holds. And so if you didn't want it to accidentally come off, this holds tight and nice so that it would be a very good stopper against it accidentally slipping off. You have to have a nice good pull and that at the end there to have this slide off. In fact, like I said, I am working on my YouTube presence because I am a rambler and I have a very hard time not rambling, and I am going to keep trying to get better at that, but I am just naturally that way a little bit, and I apologize, but I'm going to stop this for a minute and show you. So, there you go. you can hear that nice clink at the end where you can tell that when this part's nice and snug, and it is a nice deep clip, so it holds on for a long ways, and the knife goes about right there, and then you go nice clink to it. So there you have. Let's just appreciate it a couple more times. Just get some up close views. I'd like to get some up close views of it where I actually have a nice focus for you, because I tried to make sure the blade looked clean before but try to ignore the smudges on the blade. But that is a shiny, beautiful thing of beauty. Here's your back side. But yeah, once you got your deployment is obviously, I made mine a not set a button release. So yes, Protech Brend, my friends. This will undoubtedly be a good choice if you're looking for a good knife. This is awesome.